Big things. How you guys all doing? It's a great week, folks. It's Monday, May 23rd. I hope you guys are sitting there relaxing, getting ready for a good week. And I hope you had a good weekend. It's going to be nice today. A little cool, but nice. You know, it looks like it's going to be good for the rest of the week. Hopefully we'll have a good Labor Day or Memorial Day weekend coming up. So hopefully we'll have a good holiday, because usually the holidays, I remember as growing up as a kid, the holidays were always warm. But then as I got older, I noticed like Labor Day in September or Memorial Day, it always seemed like it always rained. You know what I mean? Anyway, Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. We got a really busy week coming up with everything that's happening. But don't forget, let's start off from the show real fast, checking out the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. And give us a call to book a show at 847-769-8609. And get booked the Tony Ocean Band or the Rat Pack or the Dream Police or Mojo's Jukebox. And we'd be happy to perform for your special occasion. Now, let's go down the rank, folks, and let's say hello to our sponsors, McCampbell Law Group. About Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. Folks, these days it's hard to find a good attorney, someone you can trust. And Roy McCampbell is definitely someone that you can trust. So give Roy a call at 708-275-4264, and he gets the job done. That is for sure. He gets the job done. All right, next one, let's go down the line, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget our good buddies from Deutsch Power Center. That's Deutsch. They've been sponsored from the very beginning, folks. They are the Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. Give Sell a call at 224-276-6550. That's Deutsch Power Center, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. So don't forget, folks, also check out our good buddy at Airtight Windows, siding and specialist, family owned for 30 years. For honesty and quality, do it right with Airtight Windows. Give Lou a call for a free estimate at 708-758-5000. Then I'm going to tell you, folks, don't forget to check out Don Esteban Cigars. The weather is warmer now, and now it's time to light them up, baby. On your backyard, your porch, fishing, golfing, the boat's coming out soon, on the deck, whatever you do. Some people even smoke at home. I don't, but some people do. So you want those hand-rolled cigars, call Javier at 727-366-7536. Follow us on Twitter, folks. Please follow us on Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, because the more tubes, the more people joining. Ring that bell. Subscribe to Ocean's Pit, folks. Yeah. So a lot of good things. And don't forget my good buddy from Trico Hair Experts. They're out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. 773-999-7888. For Anthony or Carmela. They will take care of every hair needs. Men, women, kids. That's Trico Hair Experts. All right, folks. Welcome. And I hope you had a great weekend. We did. I want to thank everybody, first of all, who showed up to Chicago Prime on Friday. Bill Saratella stopped by. Dominic Capone from Capone stopped by. It was great seeing former Chicago Cubs catcher, the great legendary Randy Hudley was there. And he's been showing up a lot at Chicago Prime. It was great seeing him. Great seeing my buddy Donnie Morrison. I haven't seen Donnie in a while. So I'm glad he's doing much better. And he's out slowly but surely, my brother. And this Saturday night, we made our debut at a place called Champion Sports Bar. Different kind of place. But the crowd was nice. The staff was good. I want to thank Joey Spins and everybody from Hardcore Italians that were in the house. That's right, Hardcore Italians. Mike and the boys from Hardcore Italians. Go to Hardcore Italians Chicago Facebook page and like it. And Rhino did an incredible job on Saturday. Now, Sunday, folks, it was a tough day for me and my wife, but especially for me, my friend of almost 30 years. George Tark III has passed away earlier in the last week, whatever it was. And we went to the wake in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, where George is from. It was about a 2-hour drive. It was hard walking in and seeing his son, George. It looks just like him. That was tough. And then seeing his wife, Mary, that was tough. And his daughter, of course, and seeing all the friends and everybody that were there. And I was asked to speak. So I actually got up and talked about my relationship and my friendship with George for many, many years, besides cigars and camping and fishing. And that's what we used to do at least twice a year. He was a great guy, and he was definitely going to be missed. And I got to meet some of other George's friends. Mike, another friend of his, was there, and we were friends before, so it was nice seeing Mike and his wife. But I got to meet George's brothers in from Los Angeles, so that was kind of cool. We had a nice long conversation and some laughs about George Tark III, who's up in heaven right now. And got back late last night, but then they had a little barbecue and went to a restaurant called Smoke on the Water, and they had barbecue food and some cocktails, and we all sat around and trying to think of the good things. And it was a good day, a sad day, but a celebration of a day which George would have definitely loved. And so it was. All right, we got a busy week coming up. You know what's coming up now tonight. I just apologize to everybody that was going to post to listen to our WBBM radio thing this morning at 10:30. At about 8 o'clock in the morning, my publicist called me and said the reporter that was doing the interview for WBBM, something personal came up and he had to cancel the interview. So I got an interview. Bernie DeMayo, my publicist, texted me and told me that the interview had to be postponed till later this week. So that's why I apologize that we weren't on WBBM this morning, but it had nothing to do with us. They canceled it. But they're going to have me on this week before our big show coming up on Sunday. Tonight we rehearse for Mojo's Jukebox. Tomorrow, folks, we have a special political event for my good friend Jennifer Verimas that's running for DuPage Cook County Board. So we're going to be at Positanos tomorrow at 5:30. Yes, Kane County, right, hon? DuPage County Board. Anyway, Jennifer Verimas is running for that. And so we're going to be at Positanos tomorrow evening from 5:30 till about 6:45 with me and Jerry Jams at Positanos in Oak Brook. And she's going to be there. A whole bunch other political people will be there. So that's what we're doing tomorrow, 5:30 to 6:45. And then tomorrow night, we're rehearsing our final rehearsal for the big show coming up on Sunday. And you know what the show is. It's my 30th anniversary party. It's going to happen this Sunday, folks, 6 days away at the Des Plaines Theater, Sunday, May 29th. We got a bunch of tickets sold. I'm excited, and I'm excited because of the camaraderie and the people that are going to be performing that particular day. If you're just joining us, it's going to happen this Sunday, May 29th at the Des Plaines Theater, hosted by Ron Onesti, Nick Sahajas and the Chicago Hitmen Band, Diva Montel, Kim Peterson LaFew, Regina Karma, my sister Tanya, John Vincent from the Chicago Cubs, who sings the national anthem, and of course he's a great Sinatra singer, stylist. The great Jack D'Amico will be joining me also, the original guy from the original Chicago Rat Pack. Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Sarantella and Elliot Winbush will be there. Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock band, is doing the after party. 5:30 to 6:30 is the after party, folks, with Mojo's Jukebox. Mo's Dream Police will be there, a special tribute to Cheap Trick. Oh, it's going to be great. The Jersey Girls, all three. Mike and Tracy from Good Clean Fun. And let's not forget Matt Cassane, funny man Matt Cassane. It's going to be great this Sunday. ohshows.com. ohshows.com. Danny Raimondi, Tony Toto, Anthony Napolitano, Anthony Melchiotti joining us on rhythm guitar with the Dream Police. Just added. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of surprises, and I'm celebrating 30 years, man, and I'm excited. I don't know if everybody else is, but I am. So excited. Laurie, how you doing? Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you. Emo, no wonder I haven't heard from you. There you go, Emo. Hope you're well. So kind. Well, thank you, Erica. And I want to thank everybody watching right now who went to my daughter, Nina, and Eric, my future son-in-law's GoFundMe page. And I just can't, me and my wife, me and my family are completely overwhelmed by the love and support on the GoFundMe page. I'm speechless. And, you know, folks, that's very hard for me to be speechless. Erica, thank you. And everybody else, thank you. And everybody else, my close friends and friends that I'm not that close with, and associates and just fans in general. It's funny how people come together when there's times of needs for people. And the people who really step up, it's just, wow. It's completely. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my wife, Laura, does. And so does Nina, my daughter, and Eric, my future son-in-law, which are getting married February 11th of 2023. So thank you. I really do appreciate that for the medical bills, because they're both not working. They're both not working. And their insurance is just not enough to do that. And, medical bills, when you're not working, what about the everyday life of food and gas and all this stuff? So, yeah, thank you so much for what you guys did. Kathy, very much as well. Thank you. Eric is a great guy. Jerry, thank you so much. And again, me and Jerry, we're going to, like I said, the WBBM will reschedule for this week. I'll know by tomorrow. If you look at Pioneer Press, Tribune and little thing, they did an article today on Pioneer Press. That came out today, too. So I'm going to post that later today on that. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let me tell you what's coming up this Wednesday. Me and Jerry Jams will be at Rosario's in Roselle, 7:30 showtime. Thursday, me and Rhino will be at Zazzo's in Westmont, returning there. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Rhino Ryan. Saturday, we'll be returning to Taverna on Division, outside, voted the #1 patio in the suburbs of Chicago. Me, Rhino, and Tony Toto. That's this Saturday at Taverna on Division, 8 p.m. So it's going to be good. A lot of stuff. Mr. Robert Provenzano, the General. How you doing, sir? What else dates we got coming up? Let's not forget, Dream Police will be kicking off the Royal Rumble in the Jungle in Rosemont. That's right, folks. Going to be Saturday, June 18th. Bobby Hits presents boxing and music combined. We'll be doing the first hour with the Dream Police, and then you can watch some fine boxing. That's right. Rockin' Royal Rumble in Rosemont, Saturday, June 18th. For tickets, get your tickets at better yet, hitsboxing.com. That's June 18th. Now, June 16th, me and my lovely wife, Laura, are taking Ocean's Pit out on the road, everybody. That's right. Another live remote. We haven't done one in a few months, and we're going to be at Cousins in Roselle. Great food, great place, folks. Peter and Dino do a great job over there. And the first 10 people get a $10 gift card. That almost pays for your lunch right there, folks. That's going to be at 12 o'clock noon at Cousins in Roselle on Lake Street. Go join us. Come be part of the live remote. It's a lot of fun, folks. It's going to be Thursday, June 16th. So we're excited about that. All right, let's get to the good stuff. And there's a lot of it to talk about. Lot to talk about, folks. That is for sure. These are different people, folks. Let's start with dog lovers. There's a lot of animal lovers, dog lovers, cat lovers. I'm a dog lover, but I love all animals. And here are the top 5 breeds of dogs that are most likely, if kidnapping or dog napping, these are the targets. These are the 5 types of dogs that are targeted for people who are dog napping. So if you have these types of dogs, you might want to put a little extra watch, because the people are looking for these dogs. French bulldogs, the regular bulldog, a Yorkshire Terrier, a Chihuahua, and a German Shepherd. These 5 are the most targeted when it comes to dog napping. So watch it. People out there trying to steal dogs. These are the top 5. I want to say happy anniversary to Murray Weiner and entertainment agent, entertainment industry. Congratulations, guys, on your anniversary to Murray and his son. Very good. Evanston has been hit by high doses of COVID-19. If you've heard about this in Evanston, certain areas, who knows? It's election year, so maybe he'll come back again. Who knows? Hey, Tony, glad to hear Eric is doing well. Thank you for yesterday. Meant a lot. Love. And Mary Tark. Mary, I love you so much, honey. I wish I could have sang a song. I just didn't have the equipment there, and I didn't know what song to sing, but I was there, and I love George very much, and it was a beautiful speech and a beautiful, the priest, everybody said some great words, so thank you so much, Mary. If you need us, you know where we're at. Thank you, Mary. Ronnie B. kidnapped Lady Gaga's bulldogs. There you go. They're worth money on some of the people that are doing that, folks. Yeah. So what are you going to do? Good news, folks. That's right. Good news. I'm going to say thank God because this man was finally died in prison. Edgar Ray, of course, he was a killer and one of the leaders of the KKK in the Mississippi burnings, died in jail. Thank God. I hate to say something like this, but this is a piece of shit that should have died. Shouldn't even went to jail. He should have got killed before he got into jail with this Ku Klux Klan shit that's destroying this crazy world. And you don't hear so much about them anymore, but they're still sneaking whatever they're doing. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. These people, folks, were not elected in their jobs. The CDC, the people that work for the CDC were not elected. WHO, the WHO, are not elected. Bill Gates was not elected. Dr. Fauci was not elected. And if you're Democrat or Republican, Joe Biden was not elected either, fairly. Just a quote. Don't kill the messenger. Anyway, there you go. Another way to stir up the pot today. Already we're kicking in. Thank you so much for that. Okay, folks, recall on candy. For you candy guys out there, these are mostly, there's actual metal strands found in these types of candy gummies. If you're like Skittles gummies, Starburst gummies, and Lifesaver gummies, be careful because they've been recalled because of metal strains in those gummies if you're eating them. And thank God they weren't in pot gummies because then we'd be in a lot of trouble if you take marijuana gummies. More sick people in this world. Now, this is news that I didn't get to do last week. So I'm just coming back on some of this. A 3-year-old, ladies and gentlemen, a 3-year-old child was suffocated by a family member during an exorcism. Now, mind you, it's a 3-year-old on an exorcism. Arlie Naomi Proctor was her name, at the age of 3 years old. It was the grandparents, the uncle, and the mom doing an exorcism on this baby, 3 years old. All the vomit, kept trying to vomit the poison out, and it was suffocated and died. Wackos, folks, you can't make this stuff up. There are wackos in this world. Does it make a difference what part of the country you're from or what neighborhood? Oh, I'm in the suburbs or I'm in the city. No, it doesn't make a difference. There's whack jobs everywhere. You got to be careful. Stephen, how you doing, sir? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Yeah, there are some sick people. Kathy, I hope you're doing well. It's just crazy. Roseanne, I hope you're doing well, honey. I hope your son Anthony had a good birthday last week. I don't know if I mentioned it. Let's see, folks. Just when you think it was safe to go to a fast food restaurant, Arby's. A certain Arby's, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Sharp was his name. He was the manager, and he admitted taking a leak in the shake mix. Psychos. This is the manager pissed off with the company, so he takes a piss, urinates in the shake mix. So when you buy a shake from, isn't this crazy? This is in St. Louis, folks. Steve Sharp, one of the managers there. You're right? You just can't make this shit up. How about this lady here in India? They had a power surge. It was like, in India, they marry like 4 or 5 different people at the same time. It's a tradition that they do in India. I think they do in a lot of other countries too as well. But the power went out and one lady ended up marrying the wrong guy. Oops, sorry about that. During the procession, they were still doing it with the lights out. And I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's out there, folks. It's crazy, right? It's completely nuts. I don't know. Hey, Portillo, we were just talking about Portillo. I think I mentioned about they got the new plant hot dog, the garden hot dog for all the vegetarians out there. And they're trying to make things a little bit more healthier for people to eat. Like I think I told you, I tried last year, I think it was, I tried the Impossible Burger from Burger King, the Impossible Whopper. and there's no meat whatsoever in it. And I tasted it. It was very good. I couldn't tell the difference. I bought some without letting my kids know, and I bought it home, and they all tried it. I don't know if they rebought it again, but I bought it a couple of times afterwards. It was a little bit more expensive, but it was very good. So this hot dog, this plant garden hot dog by Portillo's, which our son works for, Joey, said he tried it and tasted just like a regular hot dog. So no, it doesn't beat Gene and Jude's, but hey, some people can't eat that stuff, trying to eat something healthy, but still trying to keep that, that you can still out and go and enjoy that. You really have to stop and safe. Are we safe anywhere, Helen? You're absolutely right. I don't know. Albert, how you doing, my good friend? From the Ronald SD organization. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Helen Tenuta, you're right. I don't know, Helen. I don't know if we're safe anywhere. You think we used to be safe at one time in certain towns. Well, we don't go to the city. Now they don't care. These whack jobs they're crazy. And sometimes it's your neighbor. Packy's in the house. Peter Prado. Yeah, coming up this Sunday. Thank you, Peter. I got some special days here, folks. Let's see. Dinosaur Day we missed. Love dinosaurs. Day of Families we missed. Mimosa Day we missed for all you mimosa drinkers. Baggage Barbecue Day. National Barbecue Day. This was days we missed last week, so I'm catching up. Graduation Tassel Day. Congratulations to all the graduates out there that graduated this last weekend. Chocolate Chip Day. Who comes up with this stuff? Anyway, you can't make this stuff up, folks. Can't make this up. Now, McDonald's and Wendy's are going in right now for a big lawsuit because, and you notice this, folks, the advertising on their burgers, when they show the guy and the family eating these big burgers, or on their press, when you look at a newspaper or ads of the burger being huge and this and that. And Denny's is a perfect example. You used to get the menu and this big, and by the time you get the food to your plate, it looks nothing like it. But now they're having some problems here. McDonald's and burgers are getting sued for their advertising makes the burger actually bigger than it actually is. So I'm sure they had problems like this in the past, but more people need to bitch about something. So here you go, folks. Now they're getting in trouble because the burger in the guy's hand and little Joey's hand doesn't look as big as when you get it in your plate or when you get it through the drive-thru or wherever you go to McDonald's. You're right. I guess if it's supposed to be the big burger, then it should be big. You know what? What do I know? Let's say belated happy birthdays to Ronnie B. Elvis. I think I mentioned it, but if I didn't again, Ronnie B., happy birthday, Mr. Elvis. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Mindy Cohn. Remember her, Mindy, from The Facts of Life? Celebrated a birthday we missed. That's right. Andre the Giant, WWF. He was 76 years old, the world's tallest man, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. One of my favorite rhythm singers, the best, the great late Joe Cocker, celebrated a birthday, folks. And the great Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees fame. These are some birthdays that I missed last week that I forgot to get it. How about Bette Midler? Now, she's an incredible voice if you like Bette Midler. Good actress, made a lot of movies. But when she gets on the television and says, I think that Newt Gingrich and Tucker Carlson should be put away in jail. Bette Midler, please. I'm moving out of this country. Yeah, you're all still here, folks. You're all still here. Whoopi, Barbara, Wawa, you're all still here. Streisand, you're all still here. De Niro, you're all still here. You're all going to leave the country, but you're all still here. Unbelievable. I'm leaving the country. Yeah, let's go see how better it is somewhere else. Someone once told me if you go to a restaurant and have pictures of the food, it's not good. Good point. Hater politics, Mara, how you doing? Well, dear. Yeah, she should be put in jail along with them. Yes, she should. And the whole cast of The View should be in prison too. Hollywood entertainment are mostly wackos. Well, they got a different frame of mind. I do agree on certain things. But Stephen, it's crazy out there, some of these people. Really, really is. Hey, today's National Bike Month. This is bicycles. How many people still go out on their bikes? I did it 2 years ago. Haven't done it since. Monkeypox. You heard about this, folks? They found, according to NBC, monkeypox was monkeypox instead of the chicken pox. It's monkeypox found in Boston, Massachusetts, after it was already been found in Europe. So here's another thing to come into the clutch to throw in right around election season. We can't be safe anymore, folks. Congratulations. Happy anniversary to Denise Deanna. Her parents celebrated 60th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Denise, to your mom and father. James Hafer. Teresa, your son James got engaged. Congratulations to James Hafer. Teresa, you should be very, very proud of James. Congratulations. Crazy. When someone says to you, you suck, you know what you say? But not for free. And watch the special facial expressions on their face. Boy, do you suck. Yeah, but not for free. It's amazing. Watch it. Throw it out there sometime. Just see what happens. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It's because of people like you that make this show happy, folks. Albert, on you rock and roll guys out there, you know Patty Boyd. Patty Boyd was the wife of George Harrison of the Beatles. Well, you know, George Harrison's best friend was a guy named Eric Clapton, one of the great guitar players ever of the time. Yardbirds, Cream, Derek and the Dominoes. Very good friends with George. Played While My Guitar Gently Weeps solo on the While My Guitar Gently Weeps Beatle record. It was not George. It was Eric Clapton. But as being friends, Eric Clapton fell in love with George Harrison's wife, Patty Boyd. Couldn't be with her, so he wrote a song about her. And we all know the song called Layla. 50 years ago yesterday, and Patty Boyd, it's on her Twitter page, announced that she hasn't put that out, but the song was written about Patty Boyd. And it's funny that George and Eric still remain great friends after they took his wife. She divorced George and went with Eric. Maybe it's a different thing in England or Europe. I don't know. I don't know if it can be that great here. I put a smile. It's been a while. Thank you, Mary. Yes, Teresa. There you are, sweetie. Congratulations to James. A good man. Rick, how you doing? Rick Sarcy in the house from the Cave Dwellers. Hope you're doing well, brother. All right, 50 years for Layla. Wow, great song, right? Got me on my knees, Layla. Of course, we remember that piano solo during the end of Casino when you see the Splotcho brothers getting buried in the sand while they were still alive. That's a historical scene in any movie. But the song in general has been very successful. One of my favorite. Harrison was done with Patty Boyd. Yeah, was done, divorced, whatever happened. You're right, but still, let's pass her down to your friend. I found that kind of weird. Alert: Mayor Oakbrook Terrace pleads guilty to red light camera scheme. Oh, now you know those things have been rigged forever, man. Forever. But thank you, Jerry Jams, in the Oakbrook Terrace area, which will be tomorrow there, doing the benefit for Jennifer Varimas, running for DuPage County member, DuPage County member tomorrow. Yeah, Jerry, thanks for that. All right, guys, I love this quote. I never lie because I'm not afraid of anyone. You only lie when you're afraid of somebody. Now, it depends on how you look at that. Quote came from the former copy of Tutti Copies, boss of the crime family, the Gambino crime family, John Gotti, before he died. And one of his quotes was, I never lie because I'm not afraid of anybody. The minute you lie is the minute that you start being afraid of people or someone. Different quote, folks. All right. My good friend, Robert Conway, sometimes he listens to the show. His father, John, was a great man. He's staying out at Jilly's. Anyway, Bob is in the restaurant business. And he always works at usually the fine dining restaurant business. And this came from his page. Now, I want you to listen to this, folks. It's not going to affect everybody here, but the frame of mind, the way he's talking, and if you think about it, makes a lot of sense. Now, here was his quote on his Facebook page, my good friend Robert Conway. You non-tippers, now mind you, this is just a quote. You non-tippers that told the restaurant employees that $2.15 an hour, if it wasn't enough, go out and get another job. So these restaurant people did go out and get another job or a second job. And now your favorite restaurant that you used to go to is understaffed. And now you're pissed off that it's understaffed, that you can't get the good service and you can't this because they're understaffed. Those are the people that told these guys to go out and get a better job if $2.15 wasn't good an hour. So you forced the hands of these people to go get other jobs. And now, unfortunately, a lot of great restaurants and great establishments are understaffed because of that. $2.15 is not an hourly wage for anybody. So kudos to Robert Conway out there. And kudos to all the restaurants and places that are trying to make it, trying to do right for you people, for the people that come in there. And there's those people, this goes to people that are non-tippers. And the reason why they say they don't tip, it's because you should be able to be okay on $2.15 an hour. If not, go out and get another job. What kind of crap is that? A great contribution. Give to the GoFundMe page for our good friend Mo, future son-in-law. Thank you, Emil. I do appreciate. Thank you so much. George and Eric swap girlfriends all the time. That's the thing they do. But is that what good friends do, Albert? I don't know. I think it's me. Yeah, let's swap girlfriends. Is that swap girlfriends for the night, Albert, or this is becoming his wife? Because they just didn't swap. If I'm correct, Eric Clapton married Patty Boyd, or am I wrong? I could be wrong. Rick, tell me, Albert, tell me if I'm wrong. Did Eric Clapton end up marrying Patty Boyd? Not sure. That is crazy. It is crazy, folks. Inflation. According to the Bureau of Labor Status, folks, not coming from me. This is coming from facts. Thank you. Rick said they did get married. So they were married. So Albert said they swapped girlfriends. Now, if you swap girlfriends, I don't know. That's wrong too. But isn't she Layla? Herbie, she is Layla. We were just talking about, because on her post, on her Twitter page, Patty Boyd said it's 50-year anniversary of the song Layla, written about her. So Herbie, you're absolutely right. That's a good friend, right? Yeah, you go ahead. You can sleep with my friend. Yeah, no problem. Some wackos. All right, inflation, folks. You all know it. I don't have to say it. You all know it's happening everywhere. It's touching every topic. There you go. Thank you, Jerry. Eric Clapton did Eric Clapton take George Harrison's wife? She divorced Harrison. She divorced George Harrison in 1977 and married Eric Clapton in 1979. Eric Clapton and Patty Boyd divorced in 1989. So George did not get rid of Patty. Patty divorced George, and she went with Eric. Married Eric. So that's all screwed up. Case closed. Maybe that happens in Europe. You know, I heard wife swapping happens in Naperville. That's what I hear. I wouldn't know. I never lived in Naperville, but I heard Naperville is famous for wife swapping. So maybe that someone lives in Naperville, they can quote that, or they can confirm that rumor that I hear for many, many years. That's just me. All right, let's get to inflation, folks. Okay, are you ready for this? Airlines up 33%. Eggs, 23%. Utility gas, 23%. Hotels, 73%. Used cars, 23%. Bacon, 18%. Flour, 14%. A new car is 14%. Chicken is 15%. Milk is 15%. Furniture is 15%. Coffee is up 19%. Beef, 14%. Gas, 44%. Regular gas. Fish is up 13%. Electricity is up 11%. Health insurance is up 10%. And rent is up 5%. Some even more. Herbie Gates says, wildfire lunch yesterday. They had lunch for two people. It was $126. Herbie, did that count booze, if you don't mind me asking? Was there drinks of beer or anything involved? But still, that's still expensive for lunch, folks. It's $126 for two people. Thank you. Roseanne Caputo confirmed. Yes, Naperville is the largest swinging community. I worked there and they filled me in on actions. There you go. Oh, Rick Sorcy said it the best. Aggravation is up 100%. Oh, Rick. Best quote of the day, man. Oh, there you go. And Naperville actually has an app for wife swapping, folks. Look at that. Remember, didn't they say, like, if you put like a red cloth or something on your porch, that means you swing? What is with these people? It's not bad enough that they're miserable with their own family, that they have to go pick another wife and then hit her for a few weeks and then come back and it's nuts. See, 3 drinks, that's crazy, Herbie. 3 drinks and lunch for $126. Makes you want to stay home, right, Herbie? You're absolutely right. All right, we got some birthdays for today or this past weekend. My good friend Mark Contino. Marcus, came to great seeing you and Deborah on Friday. Happy birthday, my good friend. My good friend, long time, since 1979, Mr. Tony Hunt. He was on the show talking about the Kennedy information about John F. Kennedy. Tony Hunt was also we were in bands together, just posted something from 1979. Happy birthday, Tony Hunt out there. Steve Garcia, the husband of my good friend Kathy Delaney from Elmwood Park High School. Happy birthday, Steve. For Elton John fans, if it wasn't for Bernie Taupin, the guy who wrote most of the lyrics for Elton John's big hits, turned 72. Happy birthday, Bernie Taupin. How about the great British singer Leo Sayer? When I need you, you make me feel like dancing. Leo Sayer turned 74. Susan Cassell from the Cassells, a great group from the 60s. Actually, that was the mold of the Partridge Family because they were actual family who played and toured, and that's where they came up with the Partridge Family idea from the Cassells. Just to think. My good friend Terry Santoro up in Florida or Arizona, honey, wherever you're at. Happy birthday, my friend Terry. Great seeing you. John Anthony, Chicago legend singer in the Chicagoland area, had a birthday this weekend. John Anthony. Brian Danielson of AEW. Yes, movement celebrates a birthday. Josh Allen, quarterback of the NFL Buffalo Bills, celebrates a birthday. My good friend Dolly Cummings celebrates a birthday, and WGN Radio celebrated 100 years. Happy birthday to WGN Radio, folks. Oh, yeah. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. We are on a roll today. Snoring on a plane. Folks, I snore sometimes when I'm tired, when I'm really tired. Also, if I get a little overweight, if the gut gets a little big, I snore more. But what if you're in a plane and the person next to you that you don't know is snoring, or the person behind you or in front of you, and it's a real loud snore? What do? Kick the seat, push the button, tell the stewardess lady, I don't know what you call them anymore, flight attendant lady, can you please tell us when to stop? It's difficult because some people are snoring real loud. So they're going to have a great day leaving for far now. Hard to see through these tears. Oh, Mary, you have a great day too, my dear. Love you very much, Mary. All right, folks. Snoring, we talk about it. It happens. But what if you're at that particular moment, you're on a plane or on a bus or wherever you're at, and there's someone next to you in the seat that snores? What do? How do you get them? Christine, welcome to the party, honey. Nudge them. Nudge the snorer. Okay, that usually works. Or if he's snoring in front of you on the seat at the airplane, you put your knee into it. So maybe that will stop him from snoring. I don't know. It happens. We got some more dates coming up, folks. Let's talk about what we're going to be, folks. Don't forget Taylor Street Fest. Ron Onesti brings back Taylor Street Fest on August 11th through the 14th. We'll be there on Friday the 12th. We're excited, man. Italian festivals coming back, or any festivals in general. They're coming back. Let's hope everything stays good there. Singer Tom Jones' birthday coming up June 7th. Thank you, Stephen. You should do his songs. He's a great entertainer. Stephen, I do some of his songs, but thank you for that. I do Delilah, Help Yourself, Love Me Tonight. It's not unusual. What's Yours, Pussycat? I do about 6 or 7 Tom Jones songs. So thank you for that, Stephen. I appreciate it. I've had people snoring next to me, but I didn't have the nerve to say anything, so I ignored them and put my earphones in. There you go. So I guess if you got earphones, that just takes care of the problem. But for people who don't have earphones, my. See? Crazy. What do we got coming up, folks? All right, some other dates. June 6th, Wednesday. June 6th, we'll be returning to Are We Live in Burr Ridge, folks. Me and Jerry Jams. Let's see here. The 2nd of June, Thursday, we'll be returning to Zaza's in Lake Barrington, me and Rhino. The 4th will be at Moretti's in Lake in the Hills with Rhino Ryan. That's going to be June 4th, Saturday, June 4th. June 9th, returning will be the very first time our brand new club, new restaurant I'm going to called Players in Highland Park. And that's going to be on the 9th of June. It's going to be good. I love playing Highland Park in Highwood. And it'll be the first time I'm there. So it's an early show. I think it's like 6 o'clock. So Players on June 9th, all you guys over there in the Highwood. Herbie, I do Delilah. Oh, Dick saying it was great seeing you and your friends there on Friday. Thank you so much, Dick, for your kind words as well. It was great seeing you at Chicago Prime. I appreciate that very much, Dick. All right, Ocean's Pit, folks. We're getting there. It's a beautiful day. It is Monday, the 23rd of May. Man, it's just flying, right? Just flying. 6 more days till my 30th anniversary show. I'm excited. All right, medical student. Think about this, folks. She was a medical student, 28 years old, Gabriella Barboza. She was teaching in a class, and they asked her to come up, and she was testing the screening about putting, how they put the machines on your body, and they can see if there's a cancer growing or there's cancer there. Well, they found out by putting this machine on her neck that she had cancer. This is a class that she was in, and they did the test on her to show how the machine worked, and this is how she found out she had neck cancer at the age of 22 years old. Wow. Think about it. If they didn't take that screening test, trying out that new item, that new machinery, who knows when she would have went back in to see. Well, probably would have found out if it started paying, but imagine that. Joe Nasca, what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well, pal. I miss you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So 22 years old. How about the Pheasant Run catching on fire? Everybody's sending me pictures of the Pheasant Run in St. Charles. Pheasant Run was a hot spot at one time. We all remember going there to see concerts and the dinner shows, and you see all the, Wayne Newton there and everybody. The Pheasant Run was the place to go to. Now the Pheasant Run hasn't been working. It's closed a long time. It's been up for sale. And now mysteriously there's some sort of fire that happened. Not mysteriously, but we don't know. It could have been a Greek fire. What do I know? That's suspicious. That's right, Christine. There was a fire. So I don't know how much damage there was. I didn't follow the whole story. But it was on fire this past weekend, even though it was closed. I mean, it's not running. The Pheasant Run has been closed for a while. I know it's been up for sale for a very long time. They're asking a very big price for that particular property. But Pheasant Run. All right, folks, gas is so high. I love this joke. Monty from Brookfield, Illinois sent this. Tony, gas is so high. My mailman works from home. He called me and read me my bills over the phone. It's crazy, isn't it, folks? Gas is so high that mailmen are working from home, and they're going to start calling you now and telling you, you owe this much on the gas bill. Funny joke. Thank you, Hermonti, for sending that. Mayor Lightfoot in Chicago comes down on the curfew for children under the age of 17 years old on Friday and Saturday. You should be at home at 10 o'clock. Mayor Lightfoot. I would say that's a good. I'd say that's a good move, Mayor. Probably the best thing you probably came up with. We know even as adults, anything after midnight is trouble. Something always happens after midnight. But because all the violence is going on in the city of Chicago, the curfew, I think, is 10 o'clock should be right. So Pheasant Run torch to the ground. Only thing left is the outdoor pool. There you go. That's suspicious. Right, Jerry? Yeah. So, 17 years old. Here's a question I got to ask all you guys. Ladies, gentlemen out there listening, feared or loved? Would you rather be feared or would you rather be loved? Everybody wants to be loved. Somehow, some way, sometime in their life, you want to be loved. You want to be loved by your friends. You want to be loved by your family. Do you want to be feared? I don't know. I don't think I want to be feared. Maybe it depends on what kind of job you have. You know, if you're a middle linebacker, there's a quarterback's gonna be feared. But of course, that middle linebacker wants to be loved. Can't live in fear. Pina, you're absolutely right. A little bit of both. Some people justify fear into being loved. Yeah. So the answer to the question, folks, I'd rather be loved. I think everybody does. It's got to be hard, though, because you can't be loved by everybody, you know? Sometimes your own family. But I've been pretty blessed, folks, at least to my face. But I've been very blessed, and I think it's important to be loved. I've been very blessed with my family and friends. That I tell my friends, my male friends, when I say, "Man, I love you, man. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow." It's not crazy for me to do that. Some people have a hard time with it, I guess, you know, but I don't know. It just shows what kind of person you are, baby. Love Conquers All, great song, Deep Purple. Yeah, Stephen, there you go. You're nobody till somebody loves you, Jerry. Good one, baby. Always. Love your quotes. Love your sayings today, folks. French freedom is not owning 25 rifles, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom is that you can go into a grocery store or anywhere without being shot. That is freedom. Walking in with a rifle is not freedom. Going into that topic with guns, hey, people, I know everybody has one. A lot of people are doing now to protect themselves. I still don't blame the gun. I blame the person who has the gun. It's not the gun's fault. It's the person who owns the gun that makes the gun do damage. Just my opinion. Ocean Spit, I couldn't have better parents and friends. Emil, and we're blessed, brother. We're very blessed. Another question I'm going to ask you guys since you're watching. Do you think the kids these days would have a better childhood if they didn't have tablets, cell phones, or social media? Now, couldn't watch this show. I couldn't promote my shows. Before, I used to put in little newspaper ads or take out ads in the newspaper or billboards or get something on a taxi or a bus that would say the name of your company or whatever it is, or send flyers to people's mails and stuff. So social media is very good. But for the younger generation, could they survive without it? Could they survive without the cell phone? I couldn't. Cell phone. Could they survive without the tablets? Could they survive without social media, cell phones, tablets? Could they? Would it be a better world? I saw a Mary Carey quote today. Nothing is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Good one, Christine. Yeah, it's better to be understood. They don't have to agree with you. Don't have to agree with what we're saying. Don't have to agree with what I'm saying. But we can understand that we both respect each other's feelings and we can still go out and be friends. Because I know people that have completely walked away from me because of my political or my views on life. Then you weren't a friend in the first place. My opinion. You weren't my friend in the first place. You knew him. You knew I'm a little whacked up here. Come on. Anybody that knows me a little bit knows I'm a little whacked. That just, not only from being Italian, but also being in the business, that made me even more whacked. But so true, right? Jill, how you doing? I hope you're well. So, yeah, but I don't know. Would life be better without cell phones for the kids and tablets and social media? I don't know, man. Let's bring back congratulations. Now, some people are going to like this, some people not. If that is true, then he's not your friend. Emo, I agree with you, buddy. Right, then he's not a true friend. Because if the friend is going to leave you over political views, I've seen it happen, folks. My sister, Tanya, is she christened one of her friends, kids. Not anymore. Get away from me because you voted for Trump. Really? You felt so strong to have my sister christen as your godmother of your child. You thought he was that strong of a person, but because he decided to vote a different way, now you're not allowed in the house anymore. You're not allowed as our friend anymore. You're not the godmother of my child anymore. Sickos in this world, folks. Sickos. Ringling Brothers Circus is back again. Ringling Brothers, when you were a kid, Ringling Brothers and Barnum, Bailey, Circus. The big show. It was huge. We used to love it. Candy and peanuts and popcorn and seeing the elephants and all this great stuff. Well, now they're coming back with humans in the center ring, which I think is a lot better. Bring back the circus and bring back acrobats and keep that more into the show than putting poor animals like those elephants that go around on chains and all that. Oh, it's horrible what the life that they went through. So if the circus is going to come back and bring back the clowns and, if the horses are doing some stunts, okay, but let's put the human people, like they're thinking that what they're going to put the humans in the center ring, I think they were good. Whatever happened to freedom of speech or expression? Oh, Rick. You are absolutely right, my friend. It's sad that you can't go up to somebody and go, man, I don't like your shoes. Well, that's just my opinion. Or just, yeah, I mean, it's crazy what the world is coming to. Albert, I am a little whacked. Yes, I'm whacked. We all know that already. I don't. I'm proud of being whacked. I'm happy. I'm a little going up here. Coming back with no animals. Correct, General Robert Provenzano. They're coming back with human acts. So it's almost like going to Circus Olay or coming to that would be cool. That would be cool. Let's leave the animals out of it. They've suffered enough. Los Angeles, and I know my good friend Kathy Eppolito there in Santa Monica, California, but here in Los Angeles, $7.23 a gallon of gas. $7.23 a gallon of gas in Los Angeles, California. That crazy or what? Who knows? All right, folks. How about some funny stories? I guess it's funny to the reader, and I don't know if it's that funny to the mother, but this is according to the New York Post. It's a 2-year-old kid grabs his mom's cell phone and orders 31 cheeseburgers from DoorDash. Now, mind you, was it done on accident? Maybe pushed the wrong buttons or something after she grabbed her mother's phone? Or is this 2-year-old that smart that found the app for DoorDash? I couldn't find an app for anything on my phone, and I'm going to be 60 this year. This 2-year-old kid orders 31 cheeseburgers from DoorDash after he grabbed his mom's phone. Kudos to the kid. Now, the mother's got to be pissed off for 31 cheeseburgers, but if you got a couple kids at home, those cheeseburgers are going to go pretty fast. But the question is a 2-year-old. 2-year-olds these kids are much smarter than we are. 2-year-old. Good for the kids, Tony, right, Lana? How you doing, Lana? I hope you're doing well. My dear friend, I hope you're doing well. Ocean's Pick, little show about big things, folks. I love this quote. I want you guys to listen to this now. You got to think about it just for a second. But this was sent in from Mary from Streamwood, Illinois. I want you guys to, because this could make your day. Some people are going to think, Tony, you're disgusting. Or someone else will say, boy, that's a great idea. So it all depends on your sense of humor. And since my sense of humor is whacked in the head, you can see why I'm giving you this information. Why I would even say this quote. Okay? Do not argue with people that should have been swallowed. Okay, I'll let you think about that for a few seconds, but thank you. Yeah, Joanne, how are you doing, my dear friend? I hope you're doing well. So that's the quote. Mary from Streamwood, Illinois says, don't argue with stupid people that should have been swallowed. Oh, that's the quote of the day, folks. You might think it's a little sick, but it's pretty funny if you think about it. So thank you, Mary. I see no coming back. Honey, what'd you think of that quote? Don't argue with people that should have been swallowed.
I like it.
You like it. See, even my wife, Laura, she said she likes it. So God bless you. There you go. You got to be happy. All right. I'm going to reserve comment on that last one. Okay, Christine. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, folks, biggest joke on mankind is that the computer has to prove that the human is not a computer. I mean, it's crazy when you call these. Well, you can't call anybody anymore. You got to go through like 15 different questions before they actually bring on a live person. I have OnStar in my car, and I love OnStar. Where I push the button where I got to go. You know, it takes me everywhere because I like to turn and I don't have to look at my screen. She tells me where I have to go. Turn left, turn right. I know I have the system in my Cadillac, but I'd rather just pay for that. I like that. Tells me if I can find gas, a hotel, anything I need, it goes. But anyway, sometimes you tell them where you go, and the way it comes out different, they send you somewhere else. You mean this place? No. So after the third or fourth time, I need to talk to a representative. And then finally, after the third time, a representative comes on, and then you ask them where you have to go, and they put in the directions. First date, I asked her, you spit or swallow? I see if she has a sense of humor. There you go, Stephen. All right, Stephen. Thank you for that little plug there, my friend. See what I love about Ocean Spit? We can cry, we can laugh. I think people in general should protest the price of gas by buying as little as possible. Every time purchasing, buying an amount of you need for the moment. Don't fill up. Show your gas supplies that they're not sitting as well. You know what? That's a great idea, Albert. Go out. Remember they said before, bad for your car not to fill it up all the way. But maybe you're right. Just fill it up. I think that's a good idea, Albert. Good thought for the day. My good friend Albert comes up with some good ones there. All right, folks. The Walton family lost $19 million. Wow. Walmart's biggest stock slide in almost 35 years. The Walton family, W-A-T-O-N, supposedly, these are the guys who own Walmart. Well, they lost $19 million in stocks, the biggest downslide in the last 35 years. Now we're talking about Walmart losing money. But then it goes up a day later. Good point, Kathy. 19 million, no. I don't know if they're going to get that back, but who knows? How about this great woman? Kudos to Heather States. Heather States, ladies and gentlemen, pulled over on the side of the road and delivered her own baby while her other kids sat in the car and watched. Good for Heather, man. Fantastic. And thank God the baby's okay and everything is good. According to People magazine, folks, this is a good story. Wisconsin dog missing for 5 years. They finally found this dog 13 miles from his home. And they finally found the dog after 5 years. That's a rejoice. I mean, parents, when they lose a dog, or whether the dog dies or runs away and stuff like that. It's got to be horrible. They might have forgot about the dog, or not forgot about it, but people don't get other dogs after they die or missing or something. But that's 5 years this dog is missing, and then they find it 13 miles from his home, and that's really not far if you think about it. But I'm happy for that family who found their dog. According to CNBC, and Netflix lays off 150 more employees. Netflix is losing a lot, folks, because of they're trying to put commercials in the movie. I don't know. I like Netflix, certain things that I can't get somewhere else. I'll watch it, but I'm not on Netflix all day long. That I'm not. I'm not much into all that. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. I'm going to leave you with one more thing here, folks. According to CNN, this is great news. According to CNN, Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi, one of our favorite women, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. She was banned from receiving communion in her San Francisco church after her position on abortions. So Nancy Pelosi said, no. Bye-bye, Nancy. Anyway, folks, this is Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. We are coming to the end of the hour. We want to thank all our sponsors. And let's not forget Patriot Funding Incorporated. When timing is everything. Talk to my buddy Dave Antonelli at Patriot Funding Incorporated. Commercial money lending at its finest. 630-675-4730. That is Patriot Funding Incorporated, folks. I want to thank you all for watching the show today. We'll be back again tomorrow. And don't forget, folks, this Sunday, 6 days away, my 30th anniversary bash at the beautiful Des Plaines Theater, Sunday, May 29th. Get your tickets at oshows.com. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. I can't wait for everybody. And just go out and support local establishments and go out and support live entertainment. Don't forget to see us Wednesday at Rosario's, Thursdays at Zazzo's, Friday, Chicago Prime, and Saturday at Taverna on Division. It's going to be good, folks. Have a great week, you and your families. Again, my love to Mary Tark and George Tark up in heaven. Again, thank you so much for everybody that went to our GoFundMe page for my daughter, Nina, and Eric, my future son-in-law. They're getting married February 11th of next year. The over amount of love that I can say to you guys, I wish I could hug you all individually and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you. Me and my wife, Laura, and my family, and my daughter, Nina, and Eric cannot thank you enough for people who donated. And I think it's important when people are in need that we come together and help whatever you can, whatever you can. And that's what important is. I'm very blessed to have listeners and friends like you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you guys. Have a great week. Have a great day. We'll see you again tomorrow. God bless. Peace and love. Love you all.